welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Danny D, and I have two special guests with me today. I have
Aisha the Biddies
and
Schmitty, aka Divine.
okay, y'all. So today we will be having a little girls talk video. It's just something to kind of like just talk about or whatever, check up on each other, and yeah. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight to the video. I'm talking about when you burn out, huh?
Nigga, start the fucking video. People got places to be.
You don't have no place to
nowhere
be.
to go.
Okay, so I really want this video to be like kind of more like intentional on like our answers and the questions, and more like, I wouldn't say sentimental, but like just really to get into the nitty gritty and check up on each other. Make sure y'all check up on y'all friends. It's important to spend time with your friends and to make time for your friends and make sure they're okay. So honestly, my goal this summer is to do that with all my friends, is to make time for them, plan dates, go out, and get more in tune with each other throughout the summer. So the first topic that I want to kind of touch on is our mental. I want to ask how you guys are doing, like mentally, physically, emotionally, like just all around, spiritually, how you guys are doing in life. And yeah.
Well, I'm just living, honestly. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
But like, what I'm saying is like, I'm just living, so my mental space is just not worrying about too much of what's going on in the future and in my past, and just living in my moment. I can't talk about.
Because your time gonna come when it comes.
When it comes, right?
You mean
I'm
you
not
gonna
gonna
die?
No.
Nah, just like, I'm not gonna know if something's gonna happen unless I do it or don't. So you just gotta, all you have, the power I got is now. So
how I'm doing in life, I feel like as of right now, I'm off to a great start. I feel like I have stuff to fall back on if one thing doesn't work. Like I've already set my life up in different like plans. So whereas if one thing doesn't work, I kind of have something to fall back on. Mentally, I feel like I'm really, really good mentally. I don't really go through like too many like
sad moments.
Sad moments, or like any like downs. I don't beat myself up. I try to beat myself up on like little things. And if I do, it's not something huge, it's something small. I know how to bounce back. Like, I'm not somebody that stays down. Like, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do something that makes me happy. I'm really big on, like, doing things that makes me happy. And, you know, I'm big on self-love. Yeah, but back to mentally, I think I'm pretty good. Like, yeah, life is good right now. I can't really complain. Of course, we go through, like, ups and downs daily. But it's life. It's everybody. It's just an everyday thing that we challenge. And it matters on how you bounce back and how you show resilience.
Mm-hmm. Right, come on, Maya Angelou, I still rise. Asia plan.
Mentally, I think I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I feel like I don't really think too much, and I gotta get this done. I'm like, the time goes by when it goes by. My time will come. Everybody doing. I don't compare myself to other people. I don't care what other people, they said this and that. I don't, mentally, I think I really just been working on myself.
Yeah,
and
your own space.
That's the best thing you can do, honestly.
Cause like, you commenting on everybody.
Oh, you want me to say? Okay.
No,
I'm
I love that for you.
Because I'm making your video.
Yes, I love you. Make it. Make it. I love you.
Hey, I'm making your video, but you want me to shut up?
I don't want you to shut up. I don't
exactly
ever want you to
that.
Shut up.
Because I don't never try to
But
put
yeah,
myself
my
in a
main thing is
predicament
mainly
where I'm not wanted
focusing
for
on,
real.
You know, make sure you gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love everything about yourself, because you don't want to project what you don't like about yourself onto other people, right. This and that and the third, because you feeling bad about it. Once you got it on the inside, baby, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Right. What's the next topic?
Clock that tea. So moving on to our next topic. What are your plans after high school, in college, and after college?
Asia, you start, because we went my way, so now I reverse.
After high school?
Well, I mean, we already in school.
In college.
I know. That's
in college, my plan is to get into the nursing program and graduate, becoming a nurse. But lately I have been thinking about doing something else, but that's just,
that's life.
Have to figure that out. It's still nursing, just furthering my degree and things of that nature. But after college, I think I'm gonna work for a little bit so I can figure out where I want to live at, get me a nice apartment somewhere. But yeah, I haven't really thought that far into things after school. Yeah.
Me. Okay, so right now I'm on my second year of school. Okay, so my first year was very, very like challenging mentally, like all around. I said college and after.
Okay.
My first year was very, very mentally challenging. It was just challenging all around for me. Like my roommate situation wasn't the best. Dorm situation wasn't the best. I wasn't as social. I was very much to myself, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. Everybody tells you go to school, meet people, network. Okay, cool. I didn't really have that down pat freshman year. So my goal for sophomore year was to be socially available, network, meet people, just to be more open so that when it comes to like do like join organizations, internships, stuff like that, you know faces. So that was my goal this year for sophomore year, and I feel like I did pretty good. I was more involved in certain events on campus. I was like less in my room. So yeah, that was my goal for this year. Next year, my goal is to be more academically social. So not just like meeting people or talking, going to different like events or doing fun events. Now I want to do more into like academic stuff that goes on my resume, stuff that actually matters for when I actually do graduate college and I'm looking for job applications. My biggest goal right now in college, of course, is to graduate, of course. But second, right after graduation, like next in line, is to commission, and yeah, that's my goal, to commission second lieutenant in the United States Army, and yeah.
Alright, so I'm graduating high school. I'm a little younger. After high school, I'm going to Howard University for law. I don't know too much of anything. Let me get through my first year of college, and I can come ask you more questions about what I want to do and my goal. I'm just taking it. Let me graduate first. I can't even give y'all too much. I got to graduate first. I'm still in high school, so I can't say too much. But just know when the time come, I'm ready. Like Deion Sanders said, I'm ready. I ain't too out of my. No, he ain't say that. He said I'm too out of.
So the next topic is touching on self-love. What are things that you do to make yourself happy or just to uplift yourself and encourage yourself?
Smoke. But besides smoking, though, reading, because I do love to read. And if it's not read, make music. So smoke, reading, and making music is my happy places. Oh, how I forget?
How you forget?
G-O-D. Yeah. I'm about to. And my mama. But that's about it. No, my mama irritate me, so I'll take that out. But
oh, she wanted this. See, I'm gonna send it to her. It's okay.
What?
I'm gonna send it to her.
Just answer your part of the question.
Self-love. Personally, I feel like females get caught up in self-love as like a temporary like happiness, like a temporary fix. So like, meaning like, if they go through something like mentally challenging, and like I see a lot of females post about like getting tattoos, getting piercings, or like just doing something like a temporary like fix or like pain type of thing that fixes whatever your sadness is. I feel like most females have to like get into a permanent happiness and not just something temporary. And I mean like I feel like I struggle with this too. I do struggle with this too, because there's times where I'm upset and I want to go out and party, or I want to get a tattoo, get a piercing, spend money. That's just a temporary happiness. That's not nothing permanent. So I feel like females have to learn how to find that inner happiness and find that inner place that does actually make them happy, so that you won't have to depend on the little temporary happiness.
The question.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, but I still wanted. Okay.
I was going to first to even know.
I mean, I still wanted to add that because that's very important that females know the difference between
Say a disclaimer. I want to start by
difference between temporary happiness and permanent happiness.
What you should have did.
She's sitting there on her phone typing, so I don't even know why she's talking.
I feel that.
And you should shut the hell up.
Just pull my phone out.
Exactly.
So,
you thought you ate somebody else just now.
By me sitting here and paying attention to her talk. Nah, she didn't even have no.
Because there's no way that, like, how can I not add that in? And that's something that all of us.
You could have said
struggle
that.
with.
I'm saying, like, you could have been like, okay, this next topic is really important because such and such. Use what the whole speech you just said.
I don't think I should.
And then you follow what I say my happiness is, and then yours and hers. That's what you could have did. You feel me? But you taking so much time on your one singular part. Talking about hella girls and temporary fixness and all type of shit, man. So what's your non-temporary fix about your self-love?
Honestly, I don't have
start.
one. I don't have one. Every time I get upset.
She do have one.
A non-temporary?
You go to church every Sunday. Every time you at school, something on, you got to come home Sundays and you got to go to church. She go to church.
Okay. That's
one. That's one.
I didn't feel that shot.
Okay, that's one non-temporary fix. Like, even before school ended, my school hosted a gospel night. And I made it my duty to be there. I was on front row. Like, I was really, really in tune. And I made that personal for me because I already had that, like, in the back of my mind, like, prior to coming home. Like, that was just my number one priority that day, that whole week. Like, I just made sure if I wasn't nowhere else, I attended that service. So, I mean, like, yeah, that is a non-temporary fix. I get, like, in tune with God. But I feel like I could do better. We all could do better. But, like, knowing who he actually is, knowing the reason behind why we worship God, because just
everybody be so quick to point a finger about what another person doing, but what they doing. Like, as a black gay female, it's hard.
Okay, as you black gay female,
I'm talking about me. I'm saying as a black. I didn't say y'all.
Bro, just.
But no, for real, like, people be so caught up in trying to judge this person and critique this person and have so much judgment and so much to say about a whole nother person.
Mm-hmm.
They life not even straight as it is. They got a bill they got to worry about, and they worrying about why the Vari ain't got no retweets, and they got a $50 Netflix bill they got to pay.
That's what I'm worried about what them people got to say, because it's like they going through something on their own time, obviously. Because if you doing all of this, then it's obviously trying to make yourself feel better. But
that's why.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was the question?
Self-love.
Things that you do to make yourself happy. Yeah, I also cater to myself. I think it's very important that you take the time out your life and cater to yourself. You do not have to stress.
You start that
every day. Like, get your nails done, get your hair done. It doesn't even have to be big. Buy yourself flowers. Like, little small things that you could do to improve on your day, or if you're feeling down. Like, I feel like the smaller things matter more than the bigger things.
You said take yourself on a date.
I said that. Oreo.
I'm asking. I mean, that's real. I did that before. I took myself to the movie.
important to do that.
When I first got to college, you know, I was like, I can't do this. I had to take myself on a date every month. I did, you know, I think it's just good to spend time with yourself. Sometimes you don't just got to be around with the people. You got to figure out what's good for yourself and what you need and stuff. But I don't know what would make me happy. I think I'm just satisfied with a lot of the stuff that I do.
Don't get complacent, girl.
Huh?
Don't get complacent. You satisfied. Don't ever be satisfied. Always want for more.
To make myself
not greedy.
happy?
Don't be greedy. Be very, like, graceful about it, though.
Yeah, somebody else is making me happy, but I think I kind of
you're satisfied with
making myself happy. Yeah, the happiness that I have and stuff. Like, I don't know. At first, I feel like I struggled with it probably, but then I just had to learn, like, Asia, you gotta focus. I was just like, focus on yourself. Like, that 1 year, I was just like, we're not worried about nobody but Asia. Do what's good for you. Don't worry about this person, that person. And then once I, you know, get comfortable on myself and able to focus on myself, get what I need, have what I want, I help other people as well. I feel like that makes me happy too. What'd you say?
No,
I was asking how much more questions. I feel like, to piggyback off of that, I feel like young people, or this generation in general, struggle with finding happiness in themselves. I feel like Our generation does not know what happiness is. They don't know how to put themselves before anyone else. Like, and not even anyone else, before any substances. Like, we're so involved on substances,
social media,
liquor.
Nah, not me though. I ain't no social media asshole.
That's just what
I delete social media because it's on my little break. That's why piggybacking.
No, I understand.
Like self-love is taking a break from always being social.
You gotta take a break from that.
Social media, like you don't always gotta be on that because it's be the same people.
Now you're sitting here looking at the beauty standards,
different
trying to live up to that stuff, but you gotta be satisfied with yourself.
I feel like I look at the beauty standards, but it doesn't take control of me. Like,
you use that as inspiration.
Yeah, like I don't use it as like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like I see it, I view it like.
With some people,
it pushes me too. It pushes me to. I don't want to say to look better.
Sometimes,
but I feel like when you look better, you feel better.
And if you feel better, that pay good. And if that pay good, you ain't gotta worry about a damn thing, a damn soul. All that.
I'm sure a lot of the younger kids, they got to get off of this social media stuff. Like, I think that's the main thing.
So the next topic is, what is something that you struggle with and like you recognize and you want to do better?
Ooh, being lazy and lying.
Lying?
Yeah, or just not lying, but I feel like it's a lie. It's a lie, but like not upkeeping my promises to people. I'm trying to be better with doing that because I realize I don't keep a lot of what I'm saying I'm gonna do. So that, and then being lazy, not wanting to do shit, that's bad because I'm missing out on so much.
Yeah.
By not doing that.
One thing that I struggle with, like, I want to say it's bad, but it's bad for me, is just letting my emotions like literally take over every situation. Like, and it doesn't have to be like sad emotions. It's just me getting upset. And I take that out. It's just like I need to do better with like controlling it or not showing people that I care or showing people that, you know, they've got to me or whatever. And right now I am like trying to control that, I would say. Like I'm trying not to let the devil win.
Hello.
I'm trying not to let the devil win. Let me say that again. I'm trying not to let the devil win, baby.
Oh, okay.
If I feel a certain type of way, everybody around me gonna know. So I'm trying to get better at that. And yeah, like that's something that I really struggle with. Also laziness, but I wouldn't say I'm too lazy.
Shit, I think I got even more lazy since I smoked.
I mean, but it does make you lazy though.
I wish it didn't. I wish that
so shit. So just stop smoking.
That shit hard, bro. I've tried. That shit is so hard. It's not an addiction, but you most definitely, like, if you don't smoke, I'm gonna get mad, irritated real quick, and like literally go off on everybody.
So your weed is you depend on weed?
Like if I'm sad, I don't wanna. Oh, let me go smoke. Like I haven't smoked. Well, earlier. That's probably why I'm fine.
Okay.
Something I struggle with, I would say. Well, something I need to work on more would be in school. I would say. I mean, I don't say I do my work last minute, but it is sometimes when it gets to doing stuff last minute, I feel like I need to be more on top of that, more than what I am already. And another thing I would say is caring too much for other people. Not really about them, but for them. Like, certain situations, certain situations would be like, certain situations I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to do that because that's rude. But then it's like, but they did this to you, so why you can't say this back to them? It's just like,
but it's just different when you're in that situation, though. Like, the person who's in it don't obviously realize it versus somebody that's sane.
But then again, I feel like having a pure heart is different from, what do you call it? Retaliation.
Ain't nobody calling me.
So I feel like, she hear her grandma. I feel like you shouldn't feel like you have to do people how you do them. Or, you know what I mean?
I just feel like sometimes it's like, well, they didn't care about you. Why are you caring so much about somebody else that didn't care about you at all or something? You know what I mean? Like, they just don't care about you, but you care
so just put your energy into, like, the right things, I would say. How How do you overcome challenges or different tests, and how do you not give up?
How do you what? Overcome
challenges or different tests.
Okay. And how do I not give up? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I just always think everything happens for a reason, and I always feel like there's just something bigger.
I don't really know either. I feel like I take time for myself. I feel like to not let myself get too overwhelmed in the different challenges or tests, like schoolwork. People do not know college is stressful, bro. Like, college is stressful. People that are not in school do not realize that college is not just partying and having fun. The academics are stressful. So me personally, I have to take a break. I cannot do work all day, every day in order like that. I have to stop in between academics, and I have to do something that I enjoy, whether that's just being on my phone, like something just small. Like, I have to take a 30 minutes to an hour break, like just doing whatever I want. And I feel like different tests or like challenges that I do go through, like she said, I do look at it as like there's always light to the end of the tunnel. Like, I never stay down. That's just me personally. I literally don't know how to stay sad. I don't know how to stay down. Like, and I also feel like that comes from a spiritual background too.
So long story short, I was going through it by myself in October of last year, and a friend told me that if I wanted to be sad, that was up to me to just sit in it, and if I wanted to be happy, that was up to me to do stuff to make me happy. So ever since then, I just try to make myself happy. I don't try to, like Danny said, I don't allow myself to sit in it, because what good is that gonna do for me? That's just gonna cause more harm, cause more pain, and my days are gonna pass by me. So why not just get up, wipe my little tear, and keep moving on with life, because life gonna keep spinning around. People has left my life, passed away, all that, and guess what? Life's still rolling. So shit, ain't no dark days around this corner, cuz you better stop all that whining, crying, sensitive shit. For real, I'm from Burton and Land's End.
Girl,
and
shut
Grace
up.
Hill. What's up, y'all?
Anywho, I can piggyback off of that. It was one time, I think this was like junior year. I went through a really, really bad breakup. And I was laying in bed and I was crying. It was morning. I woke up crying about it. And my mama came in here and she saw me. Mind you, that's my biggest pet peeve. But I just hate when my parents see me cry. Like, get out. But she came in here and never left. And she asked me what's wrong. I told her what's wrong or whatever. Then she was like, well, you're not gonna sit in this room and cry with no boy. Get up. So that's what I did. And it's like, ever since like that little like moment, what she said was kind of rude, but it stuck with me to like, get up. Like, you're not about to stay weeping over nobody, nothing. Like, everything happens for a reason, like I just said, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So if y'all watching this, just remember it's always about the end of the tunnel. Okay, so to leave all the sentimental BS, now let's get into the real deal, nitty gritty.
Oh, this the freaky shit.
Okay,
take a shot for that.
The first topic is, what are your red flags in your significant other? Like, what are some red flags that you can
First off, I'm like the least nigga that
not in you.
Nah, I know.
Okay.
I'm like the least nigga that you should ask this question for, because I've been played in my face multiple times by multiple different women, and it's like, damn, if I did not see that. So I don't really know a red flag.
It's like you learn something different from each person.
Yeah, like I would say, like I can peep a hoe. For real, I can know when a girl a hoe and when the girl just stay at her crib and shit, don't do shit.
Red flags. Honestly, like you did say, you learn from every person. I can't think off the top of my head, but like just literally red flags. When I see this, it's boom, I'm out. Like, but one thing that I can say that this happened recently, and I should have known, but I was already there physically there. But so I was laying down. I looked to the left in his phone, swiping off. Quit with the swipe off. You quit with the swipe off. What?
Man, you should have known that nigga was a fluke when y'all was.
I'm still a part of the end of the day.
So now we can't put that in the video either, because
why? What is he gonna do to me, Devaria?
It's not about you. I'm talking about my image. Like, I don't know the guy. I'm speaking on him. Like,
He don't know you either. You my friend.
True.
Right.
Anywho, but yeah.
I'll say one of the biggest red flags for me, top of the list for me personally, would have to be not being able to wait for me. Because me personally, I'm going to get to know somebody first. I got to get comfortable with people. That's going to take me some time, and you're going to have to wait. And when I mean wait, I mean wait. So that's it.
She mean wait.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. My biggest thing is communication. Like, oh, and consistency. Don't act one way in the beginning, and then when you get comfortable or you see me feeling you, then you start to ease off. That is my biggest pet peeve. I absolutely hate when guys do that. And I'm going to let you know once I peep that. I'm going to let you know, look, you're not acting the same way. Why you did all of this in the beginning if you're not going to continue to do it? Don't introduce me to a vibe that you cannot continue to have.
I ain't gonna lie, look at me fighting the fuck out of
But
you.
the next question, this is for you. How do you deal with fake friends in high school? Or how do you deal with fake friends? But also, how do you deal with them, like, in high school? Because people say, like, your senior years when you, like, fall out with everybody.
I most definitely say that does happen with the falling out with your friends and stuff. But it hasn't necessarily happened to me because I've never been...
Yeah, you're neutral.
Yeah, like, I'm such a like, going into high school, my shit was just academics. Just get my academics out the way and be straight academically. That I didn't have time to socialize with people. I was just a people person. Like, I would always talk to people and, like, make friends and communicate. But I was never close to people on any level other than y'all and other people. But I grew up with them. So it's kind of like I never had any issues with friends. And then I always see everybody else fall out. And it's like, damn, but they just such an immature mindset still in high school that is like, it's bound to happen. Everybody's always everybody's always doing somebody bad. No matter what. Everybody's always fucking with somebody else, man, or everybody done fucked each other. Like, that's why I stay out the mix. It's like, y'all got too much going on as is. That's draining. I don't fit in, so I'm not about to sit up here and fake the funk with y'all.
I feel like... Oh, you done?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's one thing that we could all say. Like, we never was in the mix when it came to, like you said, being with other people's men. Or, like, we were never in the sexual realm of things. Yeah. Me, personally, I feel like I was in the jealousy category. Like, I feel like that's why I fell out with a lot of people. Freshman year, sophomore year, I was cool with everybody. Junior year, senior, especially senior years, when everybody just, like, showed their true colors. But I feel like it wasn't so much on my end. It was so much... I don't want to say that because that's kind of selfish. I feel like it wasn't really on my end, though. Like, I feel like I did not do anything to these people.
That's all
I grew out of people, and then it was some people that were just jealous of, like, stuff that I could not control. So it's like, I mean, what you want me to do at that point? So, like, we just not going to be friends. We're not going to be cool, which is okay. You don't have to be cool with everybody, and that's one thing that high schoolers have to learn. You do not have to be cool with everybody. Even in college, do not kiss nobody behind to keep an image. At the end of the day, put yourself first. Like, you do not have to be friends with everybody.
That's why I always be like, somebody want to walk out my life or ever
Let
anything,
them.
I'm going to just...
Let them. Okay. How do we balance life? Like, how do you balance academics, social? How do you balance your life?
Whatever the time come, the time come.
Come in a cream. Devaria, stop. What's wrong?
I'll say while I'm in school, if it's a big party that everybody wants to go to or something, I'll be like, I gotta see, I'm gonna see if I can go. But if I really want to go, I gotta make sure all of my work is done before I go to the party. Because a lot of people will go out and party and be like, I'm gonna just do it the next day. No, because once you start that party on Saturday, you ain't gonna do nothing on Sunday.
There's 7 habits
Monday,
of happy kids.
and it's due Monday, so no.
Work first, then play.
I make sure all my work is done, and then if I have work over the weekend due, I do it for the weekend and next week if I can. And then I go party. I agree. Make sure work
going back
is
to old
top
dude
priority.
house no more. He got bed bugs.
Who?
You ain't gonna know him. He in my school.
Bed bugs. You here?
Huh? No. That was after the fact. How I balance academic, sports, and social life. I just take it one day at a time. When it's time for me to have my classes, that's when my focus is on. If I want to be social at that moment, that's when I need to be social. And my sports, same way. It's not really hard to balance it. It's laziness if you want to be lazy or not. If you want to be lazy, then you ain't going to be able to balance it. But if you proactive in your life, you'll be able to balance it.
I agree with that.
Fine, bro.
And I also agree with Izzy too. Like, get all your work done first.
I'm still
But also, No.
Because we
No,
you
I don't
about
even want
to-
to record no more. You want? You still want to talk? I don't want to talk either.
I'm
Basically,
kinda-
balance out your life. Figure
Balance
it
your
out.
Work, school, do it together. And
Yes.
do it, get it done.
Do your
That's
work
all you gotta
first. Party after. Don't wait till. Don't procrastinate. That's the main thing. Do not procrastinate. Do your work. Devar, do your work when you get to school.
I know, bro.
You still need your social
I
life.
feel like I was procrastinating
Yes.
a lot this
Then
Do
year.
not
need
forget the
that.
social life. Academics does not overpower social. You have to balance.
You gotta
life.
make
I'm gonna
Try
be that
to make
nigga
time
on
for
campus
yourself.
that I'm
Like-
talking to everybody on campus. I'm be like, hey, girl, you
That's
working?
not what I mean when we say
You
social
working
life.
on glasses?
That's not what I mean when I say social life.
Oh, what you?
Yeah, because
Sit
they're
down.
not
Okay, so just balance out your social life.
Who can retwist my hair?
Live life, y'all. We love y'all so much. And without further ado, we'll catch y'all in the next video. I love y'all.
Boom, this one right here.